Hello class, welcome to the week 4 module. It'll go from January 22nd to January 28th. The crux of this module, or the weekly 4 module, is the argumentative research essay, the R. So I'm going to call it the R, so you'll know that's the term I'm going to use. You can look through all of this. What I want to show you first is, before I go to the prompt, the paper is actually due in week 5, which will be Wednesday, January 31st. And the other good news is you may work in a group if you want to. Remember, the group can be 2, 3, or 4, and you may work by yourself if you so choose to. So, or work with the people I think you worked with in week 3. It's up to you. All right, and just let me know, email me, and let me know who's in your group. Let's go into the prompt. So here's the prompt for the R. Which poses a greater threat to the social fabric of the United States? Differences in race or differences in class? So what do you think hurts us more, the race divide or the social class divide? And I know that when you're getting your ideas or you're brainstorming, race and class sometimes intertwine so much, but I need you to choose one. Which one will be your pro? Which one do you think has a greater threat? Which hurts the United States more? The differences in the races or the differences in the social class? So that's your prompt. And what you want to do is, of course, choose one as your pro and then choose one as your con. So the con, again, will be the contra argument, and then you'll refute or spin it back. The prompt is here. You can look that over. The requirements: this paper needs to be at least 8 pages long. You have to include 8 in-text citations from 8 different sources. So you can include more in-text citations, but you have to have 8 different sources. And these sources on the Works Cited page must be in the paper. So if you quote Smith and I look in your Works Cited and there's no Smith, you're getting a 0. I don't want any cheating. I want you to do your own work. And let's see, 4 of these sources must come from databases. Over here, the library databases are here. This is how you locate them. And when you go into the library database, when you're looking for stuff, I think this is the one I made. I hope so. If not, when you go in there, choose opposing views and Gale. Those are the 2 I use, okay? And when you're searching, look for full text. You don't want to look for articles that aren't there or that our library has to research for you. Full text, click on it, the whole text is there. But anyway, you need to have 8 separate sources. 4 of them must come from databases. How will I know if they're from databases? They'll have a DOI, or the database will be listed in your Works Cited citation. Required formatting: since the R, you have models A, B, C, and D. Remember, I prefer to use model A, so this is how you'll set up your paper. Your name, my name, course name, date, and then the model you choose. Then the title of your essay, intro/thesis statement. That'll be in bold and centered. Remember, the thesis statement will be highlighted yellow. And then remember, model A is pro, pro, pro. Now remember, pro argument, maybe you'll need 4 or 5 paragraphs for the pro. It's up to you, as long as you meet the 2,000 word or the 8-page limit. Go for quality here. And then the counter argument and refuting. Okay, perfect. And then make sure that's there. And then this is where you're going to bring in the con. What facts do they have? And then you're going to counter it or refute, which means spin back to your side or your pro, have the closing. And then again, the Works Cited page will have 8 different sources. If you want to use some of the videos or any of the articles, I think the census article that we used in week 2 or 3, I'm okay with using those, but make sure 4 of these come from databases. All right, and again, the paper is due Wednesday, January 31st. It's going to say something else up here. Oh, I want to look at something. I'm going to jump over. I'm going to go. Excuse me, guys. So you've all had this form, and you should have made a copy of it already, but I want you to know that you don't need to keep using Model A. That's the one I like, but maybe you want to use Model B, C, or D. And then again, you would set your paper up. Introduction, thesis statement, and then maybe they're giving all their counter and refuting here, and then they go into it. Just any model you choose, whatever one flows better with you, or the way you'll get your support or evidence across more easily and in the strongest way possible. Okay, let me go back here. So again, here, Kevin's hints for the R. I just typed up my thoughts, how I would go about doing this. It's just something I know sometimes I would struggle when I was in school and like, oh my God, how do I get started? So this is how I would do it. This is how I would attack the R. All right, and let's see. Again, research paper has to be 8 pages long. It's due Wednesday, January 31st. And if you want to work in a group, that's great. Let me know if you are working in a group, and let me know who your team leader is or your group leader. Okay, everybody, good luck. Thank you.